About something with an uncertain outcome. So is life gonna work out for me? Extremely sad, guys. And I believe in the law of attraction. I choose to be happy. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded one of these like sit down relaxed videos, and that's because like September and October has been so hectic for me. Obviously September was coming back to uni, so those last few weeks, because my uni starts quite late, September 28th, so the beginning weeks of September I was working like mad. Like I was literally going in and out, work, come back, sleep, go back to work the next. And in October I was already anticipating it. I knew it was going to be a very jam-packed month. I had Mr. and Miss Nigeria UK. October was my birthday month. Yes, I'm 20 now. Yes, I turned 20, the big 2-0. I am no longer a teenager. I guess it's not really a big birthday, but for me it was quite big because like, wow, I'm no longer a teenager. You know, something that when I was like 13 I was really like looking forward to, but it's like, yo, I'm getting old, responsibilities are increasing, you know, so many more decisions to be making about life. But I honestly just want to thank God that, you know, he allowed me to see the big 2-0. And it was actually on October the 10th, so the 10th of the 10th. A big thank you to everyone that wished me happy birthday. Like guys, I've been feeling so like down, which is actually what this video is about. Dealing with anxiety and worries and all of that kind of, you know, stuff. I took in your prayers. I mean, everyone that prayed for me, I really said a big amen to it. I took it very seriously. Like, you know, when you've been needing that sort of like interceding, you need someone to step in the gap for you. And you know, my birthday came around the perfect time, and really people were really uplifting my spirit with the things they were saying, you know, praying towards my future, the things I was worried about. You know, people were indirectly just mentioning it in prayer and, you know, just blessing me with their words. So I really want to say a big thank you to everyone for that. Okay, now let's get into the video. Let's talk dealing with anxieties, worries about life, things that are yet to come, things that you are hopeful for. So I've just done a quick Google search of what anxiety is. Anxiety is a noun, and it's a feeling of worry, nervousness or unease about something with an uncertain outcome. So things can go either way. So yeah, anxiety is not a nice feeling, and this is what I was going through for a while through the summer, even when uni started. And it took me a while to get out of it. I mean, I'm now in my 20s, the big 20s. And it's very easy to start feeling anxious about the future. This is the time in our life when we're starting to think, okay, right, you know, real life, whoa, am I ready for that? In fact, is life ready for me? Have I trained myself in the right kinds of ways? You start thinking all sorts. Is life gonna work out for me? Because, you know, when you look around and you see that so many people have died with their hopes and dreams. So many people have, you know, just continued living and never, you know, pursued the things that they really wanted to pursue in life. And that's because, you know, there's a phrase, life happens. Things just, like, some people get a reality check almost, and they sort of just settle down. Like the glimmer of hope in them dies and they don't chase their dreams anymore. And I guess that's where anxiety comes from for a lot of young people, especially in their 20s, when real life is just about to start. I kind of just want to like tell my own mini story and use it to sort of like encourage you. And I guess it started from summer when I was really upset about one or two things that was going on in my life. I was really trying hard to just sort of like brush it aside and stuff, and, you know, pretend like I was okay, but I really wasn't. Every time I tried to move forward, it was like I move forward, I'm happy with life again, and then I go like 3 steps back. I don't want to say I was depressed, because depression is not my portion, but I was extremely sad, guys. Burdens were on my shoulders. I was really, really sad about a lot of things. I mean, I was trying to just, like, my show is my baby. It's like therapy for me. So sometimes I feel better when I edit videos and just like try to move on with life. But I was really feeling anxious about a lot of things. I don't know whether anyone might get this, but it sounds very, I used to have this feeling, right? This like heavy feeling. It's not even heavy, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a feeling, in simple words, where you feel like physically you are here, but your mind is not, something is not, like, you, it's that feeling where you feel like you're here but you're not here. Physically your body is here, but the soul that resides within, the actual being, is not there. And that's the feeling I was feeling for a long time. And now that I actually describe it, I realize how crazy it is, because I did a Google search and I said, what is this feeling? What is this? You know, let's see, maybe people, you know, Google, you find everything. So I literally just typed in, I feel like I'm here but I'm not here, and so much came up. Listen, this world there, until you deal with something, you might not realize that your brother and sister is dealing with the same thing. So many people are dealing with this, and it's actually it's diagnosed as depersonalization, according to those, you know, online doctor distance. It's called depersonalization. It's actually, you know, a branch of anxiety. I read some stories and some people were saying some crazy stuff, like sometimes if it's even as bad as they can physically see their body, as in they're having like an out of body experience, but that they can see themselves. And I just said, now mate, you need to go to MFM. About 10 pastors need to gather around you and they need to lay hands on you and pray fire prayers, honestly. But no, mine was not that bad. Mine was just, I feel like I'm here but I'm not here. Like, I'll be walking but I feel like I'm not walking. I'm just like, okay, I can feel myself in the world but I'm not here. And it's just like, whoa, okay, like I really had to pray about this. And, you know, coupled with the experience that I had, the experience that I now had, which I will tell you guys about, it made me snap out of the feeling I was feeling. And I started getting myself into the state of mind where I was like, oh, I'm sad but I can't help it, God, like I can't help it. And around these times I was studying the book of Samuel. This was really when summer really gave me a chance to start getting into my Bible reading and all of that good stuff. So I was studying the book of Samuel and I reached a particular place. I can't remember what chapter it was. When I find it in my notes, I'll put it down below. And it was basically the point where Samuel, as a priest, he anointed Saul to be king over Israel. And obviously he became very attached to Saul and he loved Saul very much. But because of the iniquity of Saul and the things he had done, he had turned his back against God. God also turned his back against him. So Saul eventually passed away. And, you know, his ruling over Israel was no more. So Samuel, as the person who anointed him, was very sad and he was in a state of mourning. And this Bible, it's the Woman of Destiny Bible. I need to go and purchase myself another one, but I lost it in the summer, which is another reason. I'll come to that later. But this Bible is amazing. It has really like it has footnotes where women of God, it's a woman's Bible, women of God write like how you can apply it to your life, kind of thing. Okay, so Samuel was in mourning and he was really sad about the situation, and God now spoke to Samuel. God spoke to Samuel and said, okay, basically just to paraphrase, I'll put it again down here somewhere. Just to paraphrase, he said that, Samuel, it have do. You know, that's enough. You've mourned enough for Samuel now. Now, fill up your cup with oil. I'm going to send you on another assignment to go and anoint a new king. And, you know, is now going to be a more faithful servant, who is now going to be ruler over Israel. And obviously that person was David. And David, as we all know, was even though he had his faults, he was a more faithful servant, a man after God's own heart. So, okay, that was my first sort of like upliftment. Because in the footnotes, it kind of said, see, women, we hold on to things a lot. You know, we don't know how to let go. God has already ordained something else that's better for you in the future. But because you're holding on to this thing, you're not able to see that just yet. So it was kind of spoke to me, and it was kind of like, okay, what is that thing in your life that is bringing you down, that is bringing you sorrow, that is bringing you sadness, but you're not ready to let it go? First, like, okay, well, I need to snap out of this. I need to get over this thing. I need to stop being so anxious. I need to stop being so sad. Okay, but again, 1 step forward, 3 steps back. When I lost my Bible, honestly, I felt so lost. And this is why it's not good to put your faith in material things, because although the Bible contains the word of God, it is still a material thing. And I was really attached to that Bible. I was thinking, wow, like, how am I now going to communicate with God? Where are my footnotes? Like, I just felt so lost. So I fell off. Like, for 2 weeks, I didn't read my Bible. Like, I tried to read my sister's, but it didn't feel the same. I had this weird attachment to my old Bible. But eventually, I snapped out of that again. I went and bought a new notebook, forgot about all the notes that I've lost, went and bought a new Bible. Anyway, yeah, towards the end of summer, I was really just, you know, still thinking about the future and what it holds. And it wasn't until like last week that, you know, I realized that I'd been allowing this sort of like spirit of I can't help it to let anxiety settle in my heart, and to let sadness and worry and all sorts of negativity settle inside of me. And that was my excuse. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help my sadness. And it wasn't until, I can't give too much detail away, but guys, I saw something that really broke my heart. And I realized that there are actually some people in this world that have the right to say they are hopeless, that have the right to say that there is no hope for the future, that have the right to say that they have anxiety. And I am not one of them. I am so blessed. You are so blessed. We are all so blessed. Life is a good enough reason to be happy. The pursuit of happiness, it's a big deal. We all want to be happy, but we're chasing things that make us unhappy. We're trying to get to happiness, but in the process, we're making ourselves sad. The process, although it's hard work, and although it will have turmoils, although the road will never be so straight, you know, our attitude matters a lot. Do we think that when we finally get there to the place that we're going to get to, that we want to get to, do we think that the happiness is just going to come all of a sudden? Happiness is an attitude. Happiness is something that, you know, you actively work upon. Happiness is, regardless of your situation, regardless of what is going on, regardless of all the arrows that might be hitting you at once, heartbreak, pain, you know, uni work, family problems, but regardless of what is hitting you, that inside of you there's this genuine peace, and there's this genuine, like, do you know what, okay, all of this is going on, but I'm still blessed, I'm still thankful, I'm still gonna be happy. I'm not gonna complain about the process, because half the time these are the paths we choose to take in our lives, but yet we complain about them. See, I believe in the universe, and I believe there are forces, and I believe in the law of attraction, and I believe sometimes the energy you give out is what you get back. When you have things such as anxiety, sadness, depression in your heart, please, what are you going to attract? You're going to attract even more negativity. It expands. The way you think, the way you feel. There's a reason why people can sort of tell what kind of person you are without you even speaking. The way you carry yourself says a lot. You exude and you really like ooze out whatever you are thinking and breathing. Yeah, like I said, I can't give too much details about what I saw, but I can say this though. If you're feeling anxious about life, if you're feeling hopeless, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling down in the dumps, visit the hospital. You will see people that, to us, they might seem like they have nothing left. But to them, the fact that they're still breathing, that they're still alive, is good enough for them. And we have, I really want to pick my words carefully. We have more than just life. We have family, we have friends. We're in uni, you know, all the things that we've hoped for. Although some things are falling, I'm not saying life is perfect. Although some things are falling apart, some things are still put together. You have experienced moments of sheer joy in your life, so why don't you hold on to that? There is still somebody worse off than you, and I'm not saying that you should be happy that there's somebody worse off than you, but you should be happy at least that you are in a position that somebody might be praying for, that you are in a position that someone might be hoping for. Yes. Once I saw what I saw, it just really made me snap out of it. And it really made me realize that, whoa, like life is too short to worry, and life is too short to allow these things to settle into us, because there's certain things that we allow to settle and grow, and when things grow inside of us, it eventually becomes us, because it starts to eat you up and it starts to be a part of you. So the strength, as in, life is all about choices. You can choose to be anxious, you can choose to worry, you can choose to be sad, or you can choose to say, do you know what, let life happen the way it's meant to happen. Life is one of those things you can't control. So even the best things in life are generally unplanned. Generally, obviously it's good to have structure to your life and have goals and stuff, but really, because I'm a Christian, I always have to bring God into things, but really allow God to take his toll in your life. Really allow God to do what he wants to do. Let your will be done, God. Let that be your prayer. Not even I want this, I want that. Just, God, what you think I need, what you think is the best for me, let it happen. Really sad about life, and you know, we start getting depersonalized from the world, we start shutting ourselves down, we start detaching ourselves from the world the way I was. You lose so much, you lose your social skills, you lose your confidence. I mean, these are things that I was going through. Like, I was barely talking to people, do you know what I mean? Like, you really, even at work, I just keep to myself, and it's like, that's not me. Like, I realize I've changed so much. This thing, I don't know what it is, I can't help it, but it's changing me. I'm not me, I'm not Mo, I'm not the bubbly person I was before. Anyway, so yeah, it wasn't until I made the choice to be happy after seeing what I saw, and I thank God that I saw what I saw. God forbid you ever get into a situation that you are hopeless. Please, the things we speak into our life, let's be careful. You have a choice. You still have hope. You still have life. I choose to be happy, and that is my message. I choose to be happy, and everything I do, I will not complain. God is working it all out. It will work out. It will work out. It will work out. Speak over your life. A very short and sweet message, in my opinion. It's easier said than done, but I believe if you really put your mind to it and you really start to, you know, purposefully change your outlook on life, then I believe things will start working out for you a little bit better than when you just hold on to all the negative stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you share it with your friends. Make sure you like the video also, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you guys for watching. Peace and love. Peace and chunks.